You have a rabbit. Does your rabbit have a name? You don't know? That's okay. It's good to see you both this morning. Catherine suggested that Haley should name her rabbit Rabbit. I have a book this morning, which is another one of my favorites, and I read this a couple of years ago, but I figured you probably wouldn't remember that long. I sure don't. So I wanted to share it again. And it's called The Three Questions. There was once a boy named Nikolai who sometimes felt uncertain about the right way to act. I want to be a good person, he told his friends, but I don't always know the best way to do that. Yeah, that's a monkey there. Nikolai's friends understood and they wanted to help him. If only I could find the answers to my three questions. Nikolai had three questions. And Nikolai continued, then I would always know what to do. And his questions are, when is the best time to do things? The second question is, who is the most important one? And the third one is, what is the right thing to do? So Nikolai's friends, one of them was Sonia. And Sonia is a heron. And Sonia said, to know the best time to do things, you must plan in advance. But Gogol, the monkey, who had been rooting through some leaves, said, you will know when to do things if you watch and pay close attention. And Pushkin, the dog, said, you can't pay attention to everything yourself. You need a pack. You need others to help you decide when to do things. For example, Gogol, he said to the monkey, a coconut is about to fall on your head. See the coconut? Nikolai thought for a moment, then he asked the second question, who is the most important one? And Sonia said, those who are closest to heaven, as she flew in the sky. Gogol, the monkey, said, those who know how to heal the sick, because the coconut hit him right on the head. And Pushkin said, those who make the rules, and he growled. Nikolai thought some more, and then he asked the third question, what is the right thing to do? And Sonia said, flying. Gogol, the monkey, said, having fun all the time. And Pushkin said, fighting, barking. Then the boy thought for a long while. He loved his friends. He knew they were trying their best, but they didn't seem to have the answers he was looking for. And he thought, I know, I'm going to go and see Leo the turtle, because he is old and wise, and he will know. And so he headed off to see Leo. He hiked high into the mountains where the old turtle lived, all alone. And when Nikolai arrived, Leo was digging a garden. See, he has a shovel, and he's digging a garden. The turtle was old, and so the digging was hard for him. I have three questions, and I came to ask your help, Nikolai said. When is the best time to do things? Who's the most important? And what is the right thing to do? Leo listened carefully, but he only smiled, and then he went on with his digging. And Nikolai said, you must be tired. Let me help you. The turtle gave him his shovel and thanked him. And because it was easier for a young boy to dig than it was for an old turtle, Nikolai kept on digging until the rows were finished. But just as he finished, the wind blew wildly and rain burst from darkened clouds as they moved toward the cottage for shelter.
It's raining and windy.
Yes, it's raining and windy. Nikolai suddenly heard a cry for help. Running down the path, he found a panda whose leg had been injured by a fallen tree. See the panda? She was hurt. Carefully, Nikolai carried her into Leo's house. Imagine a little boy carrying a big panda, and made a splint for her leg with a stick of bamboo. The storm raged on, banging on the doors and windows. The panda woke up. "Where am I?" she said. "And where is my child?" The boy ran out of the cottage and down the path. The roar of the storm was deafening. Pushing against the howling wind and drenching rain, he ran farther into the forest. There he found the little panda child, cold and shivering on the ground. Look at the little baby panda. Yeah. The little panda was wet and scared but alive. Nikolai carried her inside and made her warm and dry. Then he laid her in her mother's arms. Leo smiled when he saw what the boy had done. The next morning the sun was warm, birds sang, and all was well. The panda's leg was healing nicely, and she thanked Nikolai for saving her and her baby from the storm. And then Sonia and Gogol and Pushkin arrived to make sure everyone was okay. Nikolai felt great peace. He had wonderful friends, and he had saved the panda and her child, but he also felt disappointed. He still didn't know the answers to his questions. The old turtle looked at the boy. "But your questions have been answered," he said. "They have?" asked the boy. "Yesterday, if you had not stayed to help me dig my garden, you wouldn't have heard the panda's cries for help in the storm. Therefore, the most important time was the time you spent digging the garden. The most important one at that moment was me, and the most important thing to do was to help me with my garden. Later, when you found the injured panda, the most important time was the time you spent mending her leg and saving her child. The most important ones were the panda and her baby, and the most important thing to do was to take care of them and make them safe." Are you tired? "Remember then that there is only one important time, and that time is now. The most important one is always the one you are with, and the most important thing to do is good for the one you are standing beside. For these, my dear boy, are the answers to what is most important in this world. To love the one that is standing at your side. This is why we are here." Yeah, the kite's I wonder why the kite is in every picture. Yeah. Maybe it's a supportive kite, yeah. I wonder how it would feel to be that mother panda who didn't know where her baby was. I wonder how that would feel. Yeah, scary and sad, not knowing. I wonder how she felt when Nikolai arrived with the baby in his arms. Happy? Joyful? Yeah. We didn't need that today. Well, that's probably, yes. That's our story. And we're going to sing now. Song called "My Love Colors Outside the Lines." And I think that's maybe what Nikolai learned. My love colors outside the lines.